Yo, the Mike Angelino Sports Podcast. Oh, yeah. I got a hot one for you guys right now, dog. It's boxing. MAP. M. Angelino Sports. Yeah. All right, man. I got a hot one for you guys, man. Gunnerz Collective versus Cholo Trucker Celebrity Boxing Match. It's going to be a pay-per-view event. The location is undisclosed, and the details, the developments are they're not giving us the whole spill. But I did a little research, and I'm gonna do the tell of the tape, my reaction and my tell of the tape. So a little background. All right, so Gunnerz Collective, man. Gunner's from NorCal, somewhere in NorCal, and he's taking the prison podcast or prison genre by storm. Who is this guy? What is this guy? Sas is that guy. So shout out to Guns, man. Shout out to the big guns for the glitch shot. So yeah, man. He bullied his way into the game, man, and he just like magic. He took over the game, man. He grabbed the game, put it in a pot, and he made menudo and sas. He's spoon feeding us with glitch with the game. He told me, hey, man, you got to pick their mente. And that's what I'm doing, man. He's dropping Klecha. I'm taking notes from the big homie. Shout out to the Guns. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, man. So, man, they're making him and Commerce Perspective, Gunnerz Collective and Commerce Perspective are taking the internet by storm, dude. It's just like, who are these guys? Like they just came out of nowhere, man. So, man, they're pimping. Better yet, they're tennis shoe pimping, dog. So, shout out to the homies. They're bringing it to us raw. Gunner's Perspective and Commerce Perspective is bringing the game, bringing Glecha, but they're bringing it raw like sushi. Bow. So yeah, man. So all right. So let me give you the what I think that's gonna happen. The tell of the tape. So the size. It's gonna be Gunner versus Cholo Trucker, and according to the research I did, Gunner's a bigger man. I looked at the interviews, and I checked out Cholo Trucker. Cholo Trucker looks a little slimmer, and Gunner looks like a bigger man. And according to the research and interviews, he's like kind of like a big guy. I think he's like 6 feet, a 6-footer, maybe a little taller. I don't know, but he looks stocky. He looks thick. He's like Canelo, like a thick cat. And Cholo Trucker is kind of like he's a little trimmer. He's like Marquez. And I did a little research, and he has a boxing background. So I think Cholo Trucker is gonna box him, and I think Gunner is gonna brawl. He's gonna come in brawling. So it's gonna be boxer versus puncher, brawler versus boxer. So if you want to do a little research, it's like Triple G versus Canelo Part 1, Trinidad versus Vargas. It's gonna be like that type of fight. Maidana versus Floyd Part 2. And Part 1, but it's going to be a rugged fight. Styles make fights, so whoever imposes their style, use ring generalship. Ring generalship is IQ, and you make the other fighter fight your fight. Whoever does that, uses that strategy, is going to win the fight. So let's talk about a little bit about strategy. So what Gunner needs to do to win the fight, he has to impose his weight. He's the bigger man, so every time there's a clinch, he has to grab him. He's the bigger man. Grab him, put your weight on him. And then boom, work, body shots, hit the shoulders, hit the kind of like where your ass is at, like hit that part, the waist. Hey man, you're rugged, you're the bigger man. And get Trucker tired, hit him in the arms, like how Canelo hit Colin Smith. Every time he had a chance, boom, he was hitting him in the arms. Fast, he was hitting the arms. And he had a big old chipote, a big old chichota right here in his arm. So he has to impose his weight. He's the bigger man. Sometimes he's gonna eat a shot, but he's the bigger man, so he could absorb the shot. And we're gonna see what kind of chin Gunner has. You know what I mean? And also, so for Cholo Trucker, he has to stay in the middle, dude. He cannot go to the ropes. If he stays in the ropes, he's gonna be menudo. Sas. Shout out to Gun. He's gonna be menudo, and Gunner's gonna cook him up, chop him up, and he's gonna serve him up. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, he's gonna be menudo, and Gunner's gonna eat it up, man. So he has to stay away from the ropes, and every time he's trapped, he has to clinch, but he has to clinch correct. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Floyd did versus Maidana in part 2. When you saw part 1, there was a the fight was way different in part 2. When Floyd fought Maidana, he clinched him. So he needs to, every time there's a chance, oh, he's trapped in the corner or he's trapped in the ropes. He has to just grab him, but you have to grab him. So he needs to use that strategy when he's working in the gym. I know both of them are putting in work, because I saw Gunner on his Instagram. He's putting in work. He's using light weights for explosion, because you can't be big. He's already a big guy, so he's trying to get cut, and he's trying to lose muscle, and he's using explosion. He's using light weights, pushing and then bringing it in slow, pushing and bringing it in slow. I'm watching the technique. I'm peeping the game, guys. And I know Cholo Trucker is gonna put a post how he's training, so I'm gonna peep the game, and I'm gonna keep bringing the insight, how the Mike Angelino Sports Podcast does it. So yeah, so he needs to do not stay in the ropes, because Gunner will turn you into menudo. So yeah, so all right, so and it's very important for both fighters to invest to the body. You have to invest to the body, just like Chavez. Gunner needs to invest to the body, because I don't know how many rounds the fight's gonna be. I heard it's 5, but still, you have to invest to the body, because if Cholo Trucker gets on his bike, because he's a smaller man, he's gonna get on his bike. He's gonna box. He's gonna use his legs, and I don't even know the size of the ring, but if he uses his legs, Gunner has to invest to the body to take those legs away in the later rounds. In the first second, he has to invest to the body. He throws a combo, he grabs, or he throws a combo, boom, you got to go to the body. Boom, always finish to the body. Uppercut, body. Boom, body. Always finish to the body, Chavez style. You know what I'm saying? And also, Cholo Trucker needs to invest to the body too. Take the big man's win. Boom, 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 combo, boom, to the body. Stiff jab, bam, right here in the middle, in the apex. In the middle of the chest. Psst, hit him right there. Just take that little air. Psst, psst, psst. He has to just hit a Gunner right there in the middle. It doesn't matter how big you are. You keep taking that air out, the big man's going to get tired. He's going to put his hands down, and you're going to fake with the jab to the body, and boom, you're going to go with the right hand, and then boom with that hook, and you could, hey man, you could knock him out. You get him tired, take his legs. So the body shot is very crucial, very important for both fighters. Are you following me? So you got to study some Chavez tapes. The body is very important. The jab is very important. The jab is fundamentals. It's science. Everything. Gunner has to use the jab to cut ring and to get closer to his opponent. And Cholo Trucker has to use that jab to get his opponent out, to get him to get him away. Boom, 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 throw a jab, and you get out with the jab, or come in with the jab, and you move, give them angles, but you always trabajar the jab, and put everything back, because you throw a lazy jab and you put your hand down, that's when you get countered. So, boom, throw that jab, and then put everything back, cerradito, bien cerradito. You can't be like this, bien cerradito, because they might hit you, boom, 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 and then you jab out, boom, boom, jab out. So that the jab, el jab is very important. All right. So the tell of the tape, I'm breaking it down. Science always beats violence. So yes, Gunner's he's gonna be a brawler, but there's a technique to it, right? You can't just go all wild and then you're gonna get tired. There's gonna be a strategy. Maybe the first couple of seconds of the round, he's gonna work his jab, and then he's gonna work. But you can't follow a boxer, right? You can't just follow him and just swing, because he's gonna set you up and boom, set you up. So he'll get set up. So whoever uses science is gonna win the fight. So science always beats violence. So technique, ring generalship. What's ring generalship? Ring generalship is it's IQ, how you think, your mente. Hey, Gunner, you said pick his mente. So that's what he's talking about. What that means if you turn it into boxing, you got to pick his mente, pick his mind. IQ, man. You're gonna make the ring generalship is when you make your opponent do what you want to do what you want him to do. You know what I'm saying? That's IQ. That's ring generalship. I'm gonna make him fight my style. Tú vas a pelear como yo quiera. Are you following me? So whoever imposes their style, like the big homie said in Commerce Perspective, Flaco, whoever imposes their style is going to win the fight, man. So science always beats violence. So remember that. All right. So Gunner needs to he needs to cut the ring properly. He can't chase him. He can't give Cholo Trucker exits, because Cholo Trucker sees the exit. He reads that you're just gonna be chasing the whole night, and you're gonna lose the fight. And he'll get you. He'll connect you. So you can't just chase. There's a strategy. You got to cut the ring. You got to cut the ring. Don't give him an exit. And if he has an exit, he's gonna run into something. So you got to study Chavez. You got to study Felix Trinidad, Triple G. Cut the ring right. Don't follow. Don't chase the fighter. Cut the fighter. Don't give him exits. Trucker needs to set traps, right? He needs to set traps, and he needs to create space and create angles. Boom, 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 and shift or get out. Work. Don't get in. They'll stay there. Don't admire your work. Boom, boom, boom. You stay there, and that's when Gunner's he's gonna come with his shots, and his shots are stronger. He's heavier. He's a bigger man. So don't admire your work. Don't look at your work. You work and you get out. You put every cerradito, and you put everything where it belongs. You throw that jab and you put it back. You throw that right and you put it back. And you move your head, trabajando, and don't move back. If you're gonna move, you gotta put that stick out. So don't and definitely do not hook with a hooker. So if Cholo Trucker hooks with Gunner, Gunner has the bigger reach and he's the bigger man. So whoever lands, Gunner could probably just eat the shot and just land on Cholo Trucker, and that's all she wrote. He got drunk and they'll finish him off. According to my research, Gunner's a freaking savage, bro. You can see his face. He looked like a maniac, dog. He looked like a pit bull. So you gotta outthink him, and you gotta work him. You gotta use a science over violence. And Gunner's a bigger man, so he's gonna come. He's gonna eat your shots. So in the beginning, throw something hard to see where you're at. See, does he have a chin, or how does he react? So yeah, but if he eats your shot, you gotta box him. Use that science. Use that IQ. You gotta use that ring generalship, and that's with both fighters. And Gunner's gonna invest. He's gonna put your weight on you, and he's a savage, dog. So that's what I think. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, man. Being a boxer is like being a cop. Remember that. You could play basketball, baseball, soccer, but you don't play boxing, man. Being a boxer is like a cop. One shot could end it all. Se acabó. Se acabó la cora, dude. Se acabó. So yeah, man. I did a little research. I gave you the tell of the tape, and I'm hitting up the big homie Guns. Hey, how much you weigh? How tall are you? Whoopty, and I'm gonna hit up Cholo Trucker to get the tell of the tape to give you guys the precise numbers and et cetera, et cetera. So you guys could know when the fight is. And yeah, man, this pay-per-view, make sure you check out this pay-per-view. It's gonna be fire. You gotta call the fire department, because this shit's gonna be on fire, dog. So yeah, so celebrity boxing match, Gunner's Perspective versus Cholo Trucker. It's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a pay-per-view event, and the proceeds are gonna go to back to the people. Some of the proceeds going back to the people. They're giving back to the gente, to the community, and that's fire, dog. And north and south, we're all raza, we're all one, and we're here to win, dog. So I gave you the tell of the tape, and hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm gonna give you guys more. The Mike Angelino podcast. Share, like it, and subscribe to my channel, MAP, Mike Angelino Sports Podcast. Gone.